Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Egbenji, and if it's your first time of watching me, you're welcome to the house of positivity, vlogs, lifestyle, fashion, and beauty. So to my old subbies, I love you guys. You guys have been so supportive and awesome. As you know, all the wigs that I wear on my channel are from my collection. So if you want something like this, comment down below, DM me on Instagram and on Facebook. My name is Egbenji. So guys, today I'll be bringing you my tips on how to get a well-paid job in the UAE and in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, anywhere you are in the UAE. I believe that these tips will help you to get a very, very good job. So number one on my list is getting a skill. A skill is very, very important. No matter how small it is, you see that it will help you in the Gulf countries. That's why you see that your education can only help you like 5% to get a very good job in Gulf countries, because they are looking for skill. They are looking for what you can do rather than what you have written or what is in your certificate. So for you to have a skill is a plus for you. Number two on my list is building your CV. A lot of us don't know how to write our CVs or make CVs according to the UAE standards. According to the UAE standards, you're supposed to show them what you can do first before your certificates. But a lot of us, we pack all our certificates. We have done masters in this, we have done our bachelors in this, we have done our PhDs in this. That is not what they are looking for. They are looking for your skill, what you can do, your potentials, what you can do. That's what they want to see on your first page. So I made that mistake in my first job, in my second job. That's why I was not getting the jobs according to the field of what I studied. But I tell you, a friend of mine told me one time, she said, okay, why don't we pay a consultant to build our CV? And we both paid that consultant to build our CV. And once they sent it to us, the same day we applied for a job on LinkedIn, and 30 minutes later, I got called for the job I did until I left the UAE. So guys, for me, it's very, very, your CV is very, very important, because you can keep going to work in interviews, keep going to work in interviews. But if you have a good CV, you don't need to go for work in interviews. The employers, once they click on LinkedIn, I'm looking for a marketer, I'm looking for this, your CV will pop up because it's 100% a good CV. So guys, that tip for me is very, very important. Another thing is grooming standard. My God, this one, a lot of us are into it, because first impression matters. For me, first impression matters. And you go for a job interview, tell me you are going for maybe uh a makeup or a fashion house or something, you are looking for a sales job, and the way you are dressed, dust everywhere, your shirt is so dirty, and you are expecting them to give you that job. It is very, very difficult. And if you know Dubai, you know that Dubai is all about standards. For them, it's all about standards, especially if you're working in fields like hospitality, sales, marketing, customer service. They want to see you presentable. They want to see you looking nice, smelling good. And you also see that it will be easy for you to get a job. I am not racist, or I'm not saying that Africans are bad, but I tell you, a lot of Africans, you see their hair is very scattered. They want to go and look for a job, and you are expecting the employer to employ you. No. We are complaining that Filipinos always get jobs. Filipinos always get jobs. They don't know how to speak English. It's not about speaking English. If you see a Filipino going for an interview, they're looking all neat, all nice. And you don't, if you are the employer, of course you employ them. So for me, looking good, grooming standard, shave for the guy, shave. Don't be all sweaty. If you know you are going for an interview, please go early. Don't start going late and then you are rushing there, you are all sweaty, smelling. No. Grooming standard for me, it's very, very important. The next on my list is dreaming big. If you dream big, you also see that you not limit yourself. Limiting yourself to a one-man company, a small coffee shop, that's where you're going to drop your CV. A one-person shop, a small shop, a small company, that's where you're going to drop your CV. Then who are those who are going to drop their CVs in Emal, Nakil, All those big companies, multi-million companies. Yes, I know that sometimes we are shy, sometimes we are scared, but if you want to work in big companies, you also need to take that bold step. If you have a very good CV, I tell you, once you apply on these big websites like LinkedIn, you will get a big job. You will get a good job, a well-paid job. So for me, dreaming big and taking the bold steps to apply in multi-million companies, you see that you also have a very, very good job. The next thing on my list is taking a course. Taking a course in Dubai is a plus for you. It's a step up. That's why you see someone that is just coming from Africa, someone that is coming from the Philippines. The person comes and take maybe a nursing course. And after 3 months, that person is earning 6,000, 7,000 dirhams, 10,000 dirhams, 12,000 dirhams. These are things which I also learned with time. No one told me, but I'm telling you now because it's an experience which I've gone through. So you see that this person is earning a lot of money within a short period of time because they took a course. Maybe you know how to teach. Why don't you take a 2 months or a 3 months teaching course? Maybe you like to work in a salon. Why don't you take a course, a nail technician course? Why don't you take a makeup course? Why don't you take a sales course? Why don't you take a customer service course? In my last video, I told you how my 3 months, 150 hours customer service course I did, how it helped me. It greatly helped me because without that course, I couldn't have had the job I did have with my CV. So taking a course, a short course in Dubai, it will really help you to step up and get a good job. And the last but not the least thing on my list, I will tell you, is a driver's license. That will be the push for you. It will really elevate you. If you get a driver's license in Dubai, it will be very, very easy for you to get a job. Why? Because most companies, they want someone who has a driver's license. I remember I went for Euro Coffee. I went for the interview. I passed the first interview, the second interview, the third interview. The only question they asked me at that time, that job was 9,800, and it had advantages. Like it was a sales executive course job at Euro Coffee. So that job, I lost it just because of one question they asked me. Do you have a driver's license? I said, no, I don't have it. And that was all. They told me that there will be no questions for you today. If we choose you, we'll call you. Of course, I knew they will not call me because they were looking for someone who has a driver's license. And in places like Amazon, there are people who have their private visas and they are working in Amazon, in noon.com, in all these online shopping centers. They are working their websites. They are working there because they have a driver's license. I tell you, getting a driver's license, you can get a sales job, you can get a supervisor job in a company, any kind of job you want. If you have a driver's license, it will be very difficult for you to tell me that you can't have a job. Having a job for you is a must with a driver's license. So guys, that will be all for today. Those are my few tips. If you follow these tips, I tell you, if you want to accept, you want to live out of the UAE, if you want to stay in the UAE, with all these tips, you get a well-paid job and your life will be so easy and you will be happy. Thank you guys, and I love you. See you in my next video. And if you like this video, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. If there are more tips that you know that you can add, let me know in the comment section. Subscribe, like the video, and share to your friends who need to hear this good news. I love you all. Bye bye.